Hey there, geeks and freaks. Welcome back to Let's Get Critical, an actual play D&D podcast. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. Previously on The Static Between Worlds. The Hazard Club stormed back into Eldritch Falls High, only to face their most personal battle yet. Activated by a single command, Marisol Everfield, their teacher, their mother, became a living weapon under Project Songbird. As Sienna fought to recite the deactivation code, doppelgangers emerged, imitating familiar faces and twisting friend into foe. In the end, they broke the trigger, saved the students, and shattered the illusion that any adult could be trusted. From where we left off, Madonna is out currently in the parking lot, a maniacal laugh on her face as she is lighting one car on fire after another. People are coming out and screaming. Madonna, give me a quick stealth check just to see how quickly you can get away.
So that's 17.
17.
Oh,
yeah.
Dang, good job.
People are looking, but the pure chaos of what's occurring, the fire department's starting to show up at this point. Nobody even sees you as you rush back in, but you do see the short, kind of square frame of Principal Dangthu come running out as he just goes,
Not again.
yeah. A little throwback, first episode, Madonna almost got expelled last year for setting Principal Dangthu's car on fire.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about
She's a known
that.
arsonist in the area.
She is a known arsonist in the area.
The GTA stars flashing.
Oh my god.
That man has no insurance coverage ever again.
No, absolutely not.
Nobody will cover him.
She
For him.
keeps the
Sorry,
local
we don't cover
newspaper
acts of
alive.
Madonna.
Where we also left off inside one of the schoolrooms was Marisol Everfield, freshly deprogrammed, is helping people disappear the bodies as Jimmy is throwing these cybernetic bodies into the bag of holding. We saw a whole different side of Cassandra as a necrotic fear shroud came over her, and a little tenderness between her and Jimmy as she seems to have a lot of regret on her face. At this point, Madonna comes running back into the room, and Mrs. Everfield looks at all of you and says, "We need to find a place to lay low now. Where do we go?"
Well, do we need to grab Mr. Everfield first?
I do not know. It depends on whether he is currently at 10th or if he is out on a sales call. If anyone was smart enough to grab the book, good. That can deprogram him as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's a sleeper agent too, isn't he?
Yes, he was my handler.
Whoa.
Well,
What does that mean, Mom?
Not here. But as soon as we get somewhere safe, I promise, answers come.
okay.
Where
okay.
can we go?
I'm trying to think. Wait, Sienna, do we need to check on your aunt?
Well, I was actually gonna suggest that we go there since it naturally deters the folks here in this town, but
It's a good point.
I was
Sienna.
also going to offer my place because my uncle is the sheriff and he's, not there.
The sheriff?
Yeah, yes.
I don't know if we can trust him.
I think he passes the vibe check, Mom. I've got pretty good intuition about these things.
He's helped us quite a few times.
I'm sorry, I keep thinking about the fact that Jimmy's in a polo with a bulletproof vest underneath it every time he says something serious.
I'm a little bulkier than before, okay? I've just been putting on weight.
These
looks so out
Velcro
of place.
straps are just poking on either side where his nipples should be.
Those are my nipples. Wait, no, they're not. Wait, stop looking. Jimmy goes down the hall. No, I'm just playing.
Whatever you think, I will follow.
My place will probably be empty, but who knows if Anth is looking there. The guy from your trailer park, he was with them. He left this room. We might need to check on your aunt to make sure she's okay.
I agree 100%. I believe that if my dad is the handler, he's going to be perfectly fine. They know he's still active. He's still in the clear, at least from what I would think. But
We can wait for him to find us.
she would be target number 1.
I think the game has changed. They are revealing their hands. I do not know if your father is safe. Do you know if Vander had any secret hideouts we could go to?
Do you know Vander? Okay, and she's thinking back in her head, what are the places that he gave us, or what are the places that we knew on that list?
You had a list that had some banks and stuff. There's only one place that you visited, though.
The locker place.
Correct. Or you can suggest somewhere else.
Oh.
If you want to try to press, it is entirely up to the group at this point, just above game, where we end up going. Marisol will follow the group suggestion.
Okay, above board, I think maybe going to that locker room, just because we know it's a secret place. We know the only person who's seen us there is that gnome guy, and we could maybe check to see if he's on the level, or we could slip past him again, potentially. That might be a safe place. I won't lie, in character, worried about Uncle Bernard just being out there if they're going after our family members, worried about Aunt Celeste. So I don't know if we need to check on them first, or do we get information first and then make a game plan to go check on them? I don't know what we do.
Honestly, I think we should be checking on the people first, and
Agreed.
I don't know if the safe room is an excellent option because it's just one room, and we'd have to sneak past this little gnome guy, and on top of that, we'd have the added whatever the opposite of benefit is of him being in the way and potentially getting hurt or killed because of us.
And also, if they're in like red alert at this point, I mean, they're not going to just wait to take action until we're ready to defend. They would probably go right away.
Then I say we go to Celeste's aunt's place, because at least then that's kind of very out of the way, and they'll have to make quite the trip to come to us. And then can I use your phone to call the sheriff's station just to check?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Let's roll.
Okay.
I'm driving.
Give me a... what did we do it last time? I think we did it as a survival roll for your driving, as we drive to Aunt Celeste's tea shop.
Don't worry, Ma. She's excellent at driving. Roads aren't the same here as they would be in Slovenia.
Stop sign! Stop sign!
She got a 10.
She got a 10. It's a rough ride.
Music blasting. I've hit a few curbs.
Madonna is driving away
Whoa, slow
like
down.
she just
Slow down.
lit half the city on fire. And you look over to your mom during all of this, and she's completely preoccupied, doesn't even seem to notice at all.
She's just a super badass, arm hanging out the window, just not even flinching.
You do make it to the tea shop, and let's get a group stealth check, because you are on the correct path. And I'm going to say with the passing on this group's insight or perception, you guys would know that it is being watched.
Madonna's on a 22.
22.
Jimmy's got a 10.
Okay, 10 for Jimmy.
Cassandra's got a 17.
22.
Okay, Miss Everfield got a 19.
I dropped my sword on the way out of the car.
It's a group, so she sees that you're doing it, and your mom just grabs you by the mouth, grabs the sword, and rushes you in. You get a sense that stealth is something she has a little bit of a speciality in. When you get inside the tea shop, what do you do?
I think Madonna's gonna race up the stairs. If she remembers correctly, Aunt Celeste, slept very loudly up there. She's gonna rush up, try to check the rooms.
Can I have, roll a perception check and, scan the room? Is it the same vibe that it normally be when I'd come?
Go ahead and give it for me.
Can I have, while we were on the car ride, started ritually casting Detect Magic?
Yes.
Thank you. So I will have that up as we go in, and I will be looking at shadows to see if any of those shadow creatures pop up. That is what I'm looking for.
Oh, Mom, you're such a badass. God, where did you learn how to do that?
Zmania.
Zmania. Oh,
Are
I'm
we
so
sure
sorry.
it is secure here?
No, not at all. But we're here for the safety of our loved ones.
Okay. Let us check. So to answer the questions, Madonna, you give me a perception roll too. What was your roll?
Well, I rolled shitty, and I have heroic inspiration.
Go ahead and
Can I roll
re-roll.
again?
Yeah.
So 25.
25. You do not find Aunt Celeste in this house. You do not detect any magic in this house.
No magic in this house. Okay.
Santa rolled a 13.
Holy shit, that sucks.
You don't see anything out of place, but Madonna was able to find on the bed of Aunt Celeste a small note that just says, "I'll see you in the tunnels."
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna race back down with this piece of paper and automatically hand it to my mom. My mom, she's always been my mom, but now she's badass and cool. So obviously she knows what this means.
Madonna, what is that? What is that?
It was on your aunt's bed. I haven't found your aunt. She's not here, I don't think. So
What does it say?
Mimi in the tunnels. Ring any bells? Anybody recognize this handwriting?
It's the tunnels
The
from the map.
tunnels.
It's in the forest. All the
Sienna,
tunnels.
does this
I
look
know
like
the
your-
tunnels I spent so much time looking for that I
Sienna.
couldn't find?
Does this look like your aunt's handwriting or not?
No.
The look at the DM, does it?
Honestly, no, because she can't really spell very well, and this is perfectly spelled.
Okay, so maybe take a seat. I think Vanth has your aunt.
I agree.
I
Those
think we should
tunnels
leave here.
are part of a much larger military operation that was specifically created to counterintelligence the Zmanian army. If they are mentioning the tunnels, she is down there.
That ghost lady, that ghost. Do you guys remember when I just came out and I looked like I had a hard sweat to me and I just I saw a ghost. Long story short, I saw a ghost and they're pissed off I took their bones, and I really think that maybe we should go there and see if they know anything about the tunnels. They said that they were experimented on by Vanth, and I'm sorry to just bring this up, and I'm just worried, you guys.
I mean,
She's
Sienna,
my crazy aunt.
do you know where all the jewelry and the bones are? Because maybe we should put those back or something.
Yeah, I know it. And she's gonna shamefully run upstairs. Can they follow me? Because it's gonna be.
Yes, you can follow.
I shamefully run upstairs and I lift my pillow and they're under my.
That is nasty. How do you not have a crick in your neck?
That's pretty gnarly, man.
They're starting to smell.
It was the one place I could think of, in plain sight, where my Aunt Celeste wouldn't find them. She's always stealing everything I bring home.
Oh my god, it's all starting to make sense now.
This ghost, there is magic in all of you now. But to see a ghost, that is arcane just in the world. When did this happen?
How many days ago was the Battle of the Bands?
Like 3.
Maybe about 4 weeks ago.
4
weeks
weeks ago.
ago?
Because of the time skip, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, about a month and a week ago.
Very strange. Vander did warn about this just before she kind of breaks away and breathes heavily. Oh, God. Why did he have to do that? Okay. The basics. We need to deprogram your father. We need to find out where he is. If he went on a sales call, he might be at the house. Otherwise, he is in the Vanth facility, and that means we have to break in.
Okay, so do we call your house from here to see if he picks up? Or would they be monitoring the phone line?
I
Do you know?
would be nervous, but this seems almost like an invitation. I don't think they want to interfere. I don't know why.
I'm driving. Before we leave, Madonna wants to check for any signs of a struggle.
Well, are we calling?
Are we?
Mom,
up to you.
do you think that they would have been able to communicate everything that's well, I guess clearly they did, considering she's gone.
I have a question.
We might be made. I think we'd be wasting a phone call or giving them kind
I
of
think
fair
we
warning.
should try to call the house.
You think so?
Just to determine where your father is.
What if you call him and you just tell him that you're in an emergency? Wouldn't he come to you?
I
yeah,
mean,
that's our dad.
I
mean,
would-
of course.
I would think so, but think about it. Our mother was a sleeper agent that was activated by a phrase. We know he's a sleeper agent too. What if they've activated him at this point? We're gonna just tell him where we are?
You're
Yeah, but I
right.
mean,
we
we
need
need
to
to-
say the incantation over the phone.
That would work.
That would work.
Oh yeah,
He just needs to hear it.
Yeah, here you go, Mom. And I take the book out and I hand it over.
She doesn't want to touch it.
Okay.
You do it.
Okay.
And then we burn that.
Do you think it might not be useful if we run into any more agents?
I don't think there will be any other agents.
Okay.
But we will have time. Who wants to do the phone call?
I mean, I'm down.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you might be a little bit smoother. You might be able to play this a little better. I don't know. I get kind of anxious sometimes.
Hold on. Should we look at this book first and see who can read it the best?
Yeah.
Mm.
I believe it was an intelligence check.
So we all bend over this book and try to see.
Okay. Just a straight intelligence roll?
Straight intelligence roll.
So Madonna's got a 19.
Jimmy's rolling like shit.
21.
I've got a 3. Yes.
This is a
I
book.
see.
I've also got a 3.
So, Madonna,
Mhm.
you're able to find it as your mother says, probably a code name Falcon. You are able to find
Sick, Mom.
the Falcon, hit the page if you'd like to try to make the phone call now.
This did roll higher than me.
So same, if you prefer to do it, if you want Cassandra to do...
You want to call my dad or should I?
I mean, this feels very personal. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're right. I do want to, see if
I-
my dad's also cool, because so far he's just cringe.
I can be waiting to assist you, looking over your shoulder if you'd like, but I feel like this is a kind of a family matter.
It's true. It's true. I'm just uncomfortable with this whole book
Here,
thing.
take Lux for moral support, and I just give you Lux. He'll just be on your shoulder, just patting your shoulder. I don't think he actually gives you any help or anything, but moral support, he's there.
Yeah,
Anna
moral
just walks
support.
up to you and grabs your hand.
Oh, Madonna's trying to act tough, but yeah, no, that her heart is melting. She's gonna reach for the phone.
Hey.
Dial the number she
Hey.
knows by heart.
You've got this. I believe in you. And he casts guidance on you.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Gems.
You dial the number. It rings once, it rings twice, it rings 3 times,
Oh, you son of a bitch.
and then you hear, Mr. Everfield speaking. How the heck are you?
Hey, Dad. How do you feel about Code Falcon? And she's just gonna.
Code Falcon. Give me a performance check as you try to do this with the phone.
And with the guidance, you have a D4 whenever
Yeah, you can
need
add
it.
a D4 to it.
I don't think I'll need it. My performance is
said-
pretty high. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You
Let's
say the incantation for Code Falcon, and there's this long silence on the other side of the phone as he says, "What is the song?" Your mother looks at you and goes, "What is he saying?"
Ma, he wants to know what the song is.
Bum,
She
bum,
snatches
bum,
the
bum.
phone from you and says, "The song is what binds us. It is what was here before, what is here after. It is the shout in the wind for which we will be remembered. What is the weave?" And on the other end of the phone, your dad goes, "The weave is the answer." And your mom goes, "We are at the tea shop near the forest. Meet us here. We need to talk." Click.
Mom, I've got some shit I've got to tell you right now. Sorry for the language. I spoke to this guy, the space ranger, over
Space Ranger?
this walkie-talkie, and I'm going to pull out the walkie-talkie and show it to her. He asked me what the song was, and I didn't know the answer. He apparently works with the Static Man. We worked with the Static Man before. Does that name sound familiar?
The Static Man was Vander's name. I don't know who else he would have told this password to, but that was his code. I should start from the beginning. You deserve it. The first thing you should know is my name is not Marisol Everfield. And your father is not Ricardo Everfield. I am Mira Deshku of Zmania, and your father was my handler. We were specialized assassins and counterintelligence for the Zmanian government working against the United Realms to gather intel specifically regarding their scientific research into the weave. We fell in love, and Zmania found out, and we were both, she kind of trails off, we had no place anymore. There was no room for love, not in what we did. We had hits put on us, we were tracked, we were followed, and so we defected. We came here, and we made a deal with the United Realms government to join their counterintelligence and spy for them for their scientific research. In exchange, we were given asylum and safety. That is when they assigned us to Mr. Vander and Heath, who were a government contract that specifically worked on this. We did several different operations throughout the years. I do not profess any love for the work they did, but we knew them, and they knew us, and they trusted us. And there are several operations we busted, even within the United Realms. Secret labs that we raided for Vander and Heath. We found, we executed, and we turned over. That is when things changed. Vander had a very big change of heart. I do not know all of the details, but I know he had a son. Rumor was the son went missing, and a conscience grew. That is when he called your father and I and Heath into a secret operation. He didn't want Well, he didn't want his research in the hands of the government anymore. He didn't want to explore the weave anymore. He didn't think anyone should open it. And so, as extreme as he always was, he introduced a plan to eradicate his machinery and to forget everything that he had built. But he should not have trusted Heath. He underwent the surgery to forget his secrets, and that is when Heath called a code red. Vander was thrown into a psych ward, and your father and I, we were labeled terrorists, we were labeled terrible things, and so they greenlit a program to experiment on us. I only remember Madonna as a babe. I know the echoes of Marisol, and I remember some, but it is someone else's memory, someone else's life. So, any questions?
Do you want some tea? Some tea.
She'll look over to Cassandra and she'll go, "No, thank you. I'm good."
And Cassandra will
best
suddenly
has
give her
grows.
like a thumbs up, like, yeah, no, you do.
It has crows in it. It's probably best.
I don't even know where to go with that information. I guess it's good to finally meet you. Kind of super random question, but if you knew her as a baby, then what's her real name?
Madonna wasn't far off. Nevada Ideshkov. But I like Donna. It is strong like your grandmother.
Y'all have never talked about my grandmother. Will you tell us?
We were raised with a purpose. Family has always run strong with Zmanian blood and been respected in our home country. Always we have been spies. Always we have been those who break and rebuild. It was your grandmother that put the hit out on your father and I.
Oh, shit.
How could she do that?
For the greater good of Zmania.
Wow, that's a pretty hardcore backstory.
Madonna's like straight up crying. She's trying to be tough about it, but there's tears running down her face. She's like, I've never known my mom. Sure, she was cringe, but
Hey, I understand. I'm here for you.
You hear a knock at the door.
Who, I got it.
Your mom goes to the kitchen, grabs 2 kitchen knives out, and goes to the door, looks through the peephole, and says, "It's okay. It's time to meet your father." As she opens the door, they hug and they kiss in a way that seems very familiar.
Oh.
It doesn't seem any different than what you always grew up with.
Madonna's
But she
like,
takes his hand and brings him in and says, "Children, this is your father, Rurik." He'll look at both of you and go, "Hello?"
What's his name?
And
Rorik.
that same kind of look of just like, "This is my son," is in his eyes as he looks at Jimmy.
I guess I should just say good to meet you.
He bats your hand away and brings you into an embrace.
And you see his tears just stream down either of Jimmy's cheeks. He was trying to play tough, but he broke there.
Madonna's like sniffling. She's like, it's still really gross when you guys make out.
He will pull you back out of the hug and say, "You are a Yudishko, man. Do you know what that means?
I don't even begin to know.
Do you know what the Yudishko man mantra is?
I don't know.
We take the day. What do you think?"
By the horns?
No, did I used to say that? That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah,
That's
you're
stupid.
pretty cringe, Dad. You were
But-
pretty cringe.
The
Yes, we have horns. He grabs you by both sides of your face and says, "You are a Yudishko man. We take the day by the balls and dare fate to try."
Oh.
That's totally rad, Dad.
That is way more badass than what I've been saying this whole time. Everybody just looks at me weird when I say it.
It's a pretty weird thing to say.
Oh, okay.
Sorry if I
Learned it from watching
instilled
YouTube.
that in you.
I just wanted to be like you.
They are aware at Vanth and they are moving. I do not know all of their plans, but I think I was a bit more aware than perhaps they realized. It was Project Crow. That is what happened to Vander. That is why we are here. Your mom looks visibly upset and goes, That is never something Vander would approve of. And he goes, No, not Vander. Heath. He had been planning from the beginning. He never wanted Vander to stop.
What is Project Crow?
Mr. Vander was very specialized in the field of audio frequency, among many other things, but very talented man. Even in fields where he was less credible after the initial occurrence. I'm sorry, you do not know. Vander was successful once in bringing the arcane back. But the outfall, it was terrible. Experimentations that he started that should never have worked began to work. I think if Mira will grab his hand and be like, they know about Project Mockingbird. That was never supposed to work. Never in theory or in practice. But after the paradoxes started, it began to work. That is when we realized the danger of the work he was doing, that either side could do. And we thought that Heath was a part of it. There were other experiments that Heath did of a more morbid kind. He was a shrewd businessman and he kept their contracting work going. Strange though, he always seemed like the voice of reason between the two. From what I was able to tell when I was under, Project Crow was an undercover project to undermine Vander's attempt at destroying any record of his knowledge of the machine. Mr. Vander chose to lobotomize himself, to remove the memories of how he made the machine. Project Crow was his way of salvaging the brain tissue and keeping it from being destroyed by physically placing the tissue into a different host.
Oh, shit. Damn, that's some fucking Frankenstein bullshit right there, Micah.
It's...
Do you think that's what they did to that rat guy, you guys?
Yeah, the rat.
There's a rat guy walking around with half a brain.
No, it would have to be something. It'd need to be a person. But the person that would receive the brain tissue would have no way of knowing how to interpret the memories. It would turn them into a compulsive individual, constantly thinking of only certain things, and they would probably be looking for all types of vices to alleviate the pain and suffering they're having.
Oh my god.
Madonna's gonna, mouth agape, slowly turning towards Sienna, then she's gonna whip back around. So, if we theoretically knew of a person, what would we, need to do about that?
If I had to guess, and that is their plan, they are continuing to try to make this machine ready. They would need those memories, which means the time for the host would be up. It would be time to extract the memories.
How long would the host have if they started, say, today?
Do not know. I do not know if the host could continue to live. I would imagine so. Whether they would let them continue to live is another question.
I mean, everyone else, I'm looking between the group. We all know who we think it is now, right? Are we all on the same page here?
There's a level of science to this that I don't even think Svander broke through. It must be something he's been working on for the last 15 years.
I mean, would these help? Madonna's gonna, pat Jimmy on the shoulder and grab the bag of holding, and she's gonna whip out all the folders that we had from, his hideout.
He's gonna try to read between the lines on that.
So we're thinking that it's Celeste, right?
Hi, I'm Sarah from Let's Get Critical, and I play Cassandra in the Static Between Worlds. Thank you so much for listening. If you're enjoying the show so far, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, commenting, whatever you can do on the platform that you are on, because every bit of engagement really helps us out. Anyway, I hope you're having fun, because I know we are having a blast. Speaking of, let's get you back to the action.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, I stepped away. I know y'all talk a little bit. If y'all want to do any theories in mic for the record, I know you got some of it. I'm not going to make you guys repeat. Just high level, what were you thinking?
I think we were thinking we definitely need to check on Uncle Bernard, figure out if he's coming with us, or just at least give him a heads up. We were debating whether or not to go get Vander from the psych facility, or release him to unleash chaos as a distraction, or try and get him to come with us to help, and then figuring out which tunnel we're going to go in, and then potentially just charging right away to try to save Aunt Celeste.
So I think, our order of operations should be Uncle Bernard, but simultaneously I want to bring up the radio to mom and dad and see what they think, and also see if we can get a hold of that guy again and use the code word.
Because he said he wanted Vander brought to him.
See, that's the thing, though. Like, if he's asking for Vander's code word, like, maybe this isn't somebody who we should be giving the code word. Maybe he's just searching for it.
But mom and dad might know, and they would also know Heath's voice if this is Heath.
Yeah, I was about to say, Beth had the idea that Space Ranger is actually Heath.
Ah, that would make sense.
Potentially. I was
That
like,
would make
I
sense.
feel like it's either Heath or it's his son, older.
Vander's son that disappeared. That's what Beth
Didn't you say
thinks.
that,
Which I
like an accent?
hell yeah.
When they spoke? When John... When
The guy on the other end of the radio? No.
They sounded American to me.
Yeah, I didn't have an
Okay.
accent.
Or United Nation. Or wait,
United
United
Realms.
Republic.
United Realms.
Realms.
United
Realms.
Realms. You got
Sorry.
it. No, it's okay.
So
United
for
Realms
us-
and Zmania. I know it's a lot to keep track of because these are definite rip-offs of the real world. So it's okay. We can use it interchangeably. I know what you mean if you mean Russian or you say America. But yes, it is United Realms, and then Zmania is our Russian equivalent here.
Dope. All right. Well, I totally dig that. Y'all wanna try? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should. We need to check on Uncle Bernard, Cass. Do you want to try to call him?
Oh, that's a good idea too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Do I know if he would be, like, he'd be at his, like, desk at the station?
Probably be at the
right
station.
now? Okay. And I assume during those early days, he gave me, like, the list you give the babysitter of, like, these are all the emergency numbers, but he gave them to me
hmm
for when I was, it's okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go in and just from memory, go ahead and dial that on the phone.
And Madonna's gonna turn to Jimmy and be like, Jimmy, I think we should give that radio over to mom and dad, and we should try again. We know what the song is now.
Yeah. I mean, let's do it. And Jimmy's gonna go ahead and pull out the radio. He's gonna depress the button.
Okay. Let's start with Cassandra, just so I don't forget. You do ring.
Okay.
And you hear on the other line, Sheriff's Office.
Have I ever called this up before? Do I know who this is?
No.
Hi. This is Cassandra. I'm trying to call my uncle.
Oh, Cassandra. Honey, he talks about you all the time. Don't worry. Let me get him on the phone for you.
Oh, okay.
Kind of hear. It's your niece. Yeah. You hear some stuff, and Bernard. Hey, Cass. What's going on? I got a lot happening here. There's a lot of fires going on.
Right. Yes. So, funny story. And then Cass just blinks. Like, this is full on. I don't know what to do here. I don't.
Madonna's registered slowly in her mind. Oh yeah, her dad's the sheriff's office, employee, and I recently set a bunch of cars on fire. She's gonna make like eye contact with Cass and just like point her fingers at her eyes and point her fingers at Cass, like, don't you tell on me. Don't be a narc.
And I'm just like, I don't know what this means.
She does the one finger to the mouth and then the finger across the throat.
Yes, exactly.
Cass, you still there?
Yes. No, I'm still here. So things have happened.
Oh.
Are you okay? Are you safe? Has anyone from Vanth been by?
No. Should I be concerned?
Probably. I don't know how to say this.
I mean, do we want him with us? He has, stood by our back despite, everything.
And I just, one second, and I go over, I go, are we leaving this place to go somewhere else in the next, 10 minutes, or can I call Uncle Bernard to come here?
It might take a second to talk to this radio guy.
Okay. Do you think you could come by, my friend Sienna's, aunt's tea shop? Do you know where that is? Do you think you could, come over?
Yeah, on the camping grounds.
Yes. There's a lot of things, I need your help.
There's a long silence on the end of the phones.
Of course, if you're busy,
I'll
it's
be
no
there in
problem.
under 10 minutes. And he will start to head your way. Okay, now we are turning to the radio.
Depress the button. Come in, Space Ranger. This Big Jimmy.
Give me a... Because where he left off, he did not want to talk on the radio anymore with you.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a luck roll. Or give me higher or lower.
Higher.
I don't know why Big Jimmy broke me. I'm sorry.
We all know it's Jimmy's real code name.
Because he's
Come on.
tiny.
You try to reach out to him several times, and there's just dead silence on the other end. He does not want to pick up this radio call.
Madonna's gonna lean over and grab it. She's gonna press down on the button. She hasn't talked into it yet. She's like, we know what the song is.
Higher or lower?
Higher.
He starts to come through as he says, "This is Space Ranger. Who is this?"
Oh, this is the time to give yourself a badass name. You're the daughter of the songbird. What do you want?
This is Robin Everfield. We know what the song is. She wants to recite exactly what her mom said earlier.
Give me a performance check.
Dirty 20.
Okay, your parents gather around as this is going on.
Madonna's gonna turn the radio so they can hear it better.
There's a pause on the other end of the radio as he says, "I don't know if I trust you, but perhaps we can talk a little more freely. Do you know what's happened to Vander?"
The authorities have him locked up in a psych ward, supposedly. We wanted to go rescue him. We're not sure if we should.
You need to get him out. If his brain is unleashed on the world, you'll be dealing with what everyone else is dealing with.
And Castle whisper so that it doesn't get picked up on there. It goes, is it his brain or Aunt Celeste? Because she's the one with the memories to be unleashed.
I don't know what we should ask. I have so many questions.
There's a place under the tunnel. A lot of places they used to do experiments down there. If I had to guess, they wouldn't risk putting him back in the psych ward, not after he escaped. They probably would have him down in the tunnel somewhere.
Do you think it would be the tunnels directly below where the psych ward was?
Probably not. The concentration of the tunnels are, of course, directly under Vander, but in terms of the more extreme areas and much more secure areas, they tried to keep that away from more civilized parts of the city. Best bet's probably underneath the forest.
All right, we'll do our best. She's gonna pass the radio to her mom. She doesn't know what to do with it.
She will pick up the radio and say, "This is the songbird. Who is this over?" He'll pause again. Say, "Mira? I don't want to say yet. I don't understand what's going on. I keep Space Ranger. Find Vander. He set this up. He didn't have it all. It was very fragmented on what he remembered, but he did have a rendezvous point prepared for us if anything were to come to the worst. Get Vander and get the rendezvous point. Over and out." As he clicks off.
Oh, we've got to get Vander. Let's do it.
All right, game plan, ladies. Let's go.
And he's probably held in the same place with Aunt Celeste down there, so we're probably heading just in the same direction.
Let's do it.
Okay.
As this happens, you hear a knock on the door.
I look to... What is her name? Mira?
Mira.
Okay.
And Yurik Ideshko.
Mira and Yurik.
Rorik.
Okay, Mira and Rorik. Got you. So I look to Mira because she's the one who went to the door first, and I'm like...
She's got both knives pulled out. She's going up to the door. You see your father goes and finds Aunt Celeste's baseball bat and has got it in his hands. They both are congregating near the door.
Oh, shit.
Looks through a sheriff.
Okay, that's probably him. I'll go to open it.
I do have an extra dagger. Can I pass that over to my mom?
Yeah, she'll take it.
Sweet.
She'll take it.
At this point,
three.
she's already shed off her cardigan. At this point, she's just in a tank top and her pants, and she's just got the side of her pants lined with knives that she's collected.
What a badass.
That's awesome. Okay, then I hand it to my dad. He's got a baseball bat.
Your dad takes it and shoves it in his shoe. Uncle Bernard comes in a little surprised at the assembly of individuals at the tea shop as he looks out and goes, "Cass, what is this? Is it the secret agent guys again? What's going on?"
Yes, the secret agent guys. They work for Vanth. They're not actually special agents, and
but
they've been lying. Vanth has been doing a lot of fucked up shit. Sorry, language.
What?
So, and then I just panic. And I take a step backwards, and I just cast Prestidigitation to cast Sparks.
You cast Sparks, and you see Uncle Bernard about leaps out of his skin. As you do this,
I'm magic.
You're...
I have magic now.
I mean, we're all kind of magic.
Prepare me for this.
When the Vanth thing exploded that night at the pier, when we went to go to the party that wasn't a party, that girl lied to us and everything, a shockwave of magic went out, and I got magic. And Vanth has been trying to cover it up, and they're doing very fucked up shit. These are the Everfields. They're actually secret Zmanian spies that have been brainwashed by...
Not her just telling him everything. Just go for it.
This is the first time Cass has looked anything less than poised, I think, since you've met her. Even when she got magic, she was less freaked out than she is right now.
As you start to go in this, you see that Myra's actually got a knife pointed towards Bernard.
And Cassandra's going,
she goes,
Madonna's glaring at him suspiciously.
"Project Mockingbird.
What?
Ask him something he would know.
Oh. When is Cass's birthday?
Oh, no one knows that.
Ask him how he feels about your mom.
Oh, yeah. How do you truthfully feel about my mother, your sister?
He like stiffens up and then just like starts spluttering really bad.
It beat me.
You know, it's complicated, you know, and
Can I make an insight check to
Mhm.
just double check? Do I think this is my uncle?
yeah, go ahead and roll that insight.
Madonna wants to investigate. She wants to. She's glaring at him, staring at him. Does she think he's a narc or?
Get
The another crazy
an
cool.
insight as well.
Rip. That is an 11.
Madonna
11.
got a 17.
17, so 11, you're still feeling unsure.
Mhm.
Something kind of relaxes in Madonna as he's talking, though, and you see him there just spluttering. You can't explain it, but you feel like this guy's okay. He's the real deal.
Okay, Madonna's gonna just like release a breath, lower her shoulders. She's gonna make eye contact with Cass. She's gonna be like, "It's fine,
We can quickly find out if we got him.
No.
Mom. I think he's cool."
He's in the clear. He's in the clear, I think.
She'll kind of sheathe the knife, but she's looking a side eye.
Love the energy, but not him. No.
Hey. He taps the cop on the shoulder. I could turn into a dinosaur.
Is that
I can turn
a
invisible.
euphemism? What?
No, I can turn into an actual dinosaur.
I've seen him do it.
You wanna
multiple
see?
times.
No.
Check it out. And then he just jumps at him, tries to make him flinch.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, yes.
Not one.
Is it really?
I'm rolling terrible. I've switched dice.
You turn into this dinosaur, but it's like not at all what anyone expected in museums. It's like this feathery dinosaur.
Oh, I didn't intend to actually use one of my wild shapes. I was just trying to
Just
You were
leap
just trying to
out.
make him flinch. You were just
trying to get him jumping.
Oh, in that case, then you go
slip.
towards him and you go, "Rah." And that's all that sort of happens. Is he's like, wow.
He looks at me like I'm a weirdo.
Someone
Just like,
needs
yeah,
some help.
sure.
He can actually do it. He didn't. He's just being weird.
I'm sorry.
You saw the-
It happens. I'll be over here.
Well, you know what? I think Madonna can use up a cantrip, considering. So she's gonna thaumaturgy. She's gonna make the lights flare up and then go out.
There's an energy issue with the.
No, he's a skeptic.
No, I did that on purpose.
I see.
Oh my god.
You'll see at this point, Roy
just
tries
failing.
to step forward and goes, Mr. Hart, I know it is hard to believe, but this is what we have been working on for years. This is what Fandar and Heath worked on so long ago in their old company. There are things they are not proud of. It all came to a head when people started getting sick. Vander, his son got sick. He was one of them, and suddenly things changed a little bit. Your uncle is going to pause
Oh shit. His wife.
as he goes, what do you mean people started to get sick?
Oh god.
All kinds of things. Cancers mostly. Mutations, things in the water when they first started. They were not safe. He will be clenching his jaw as he says, when was this? 15 years ago? His jaw is going to begin to grind. I always knew there was something fucked up with Vanth. He's going to sit down on the couch, which just makes the news with your father so much worse.
Wait, what about?
I wasn't entirely honest with you, Cass, on the entirety of the message from your parents. I didn't have the heart to relay everything that they told me.
Well, what did they say?
Your father was acquitted of all charges, and within the week, Vanth was offering him a succession role as the new CEO of Vanth. He accepted, and then your mother reached out to inform us that they would be far too busy and asked if this situation could become a bit more permanent.
Wait, so he got out of trouble and okay. No, okay, that makes sense.
I don't know. From what I'm told, he should be taking over responsibilities end of the week.
Uncle Ben, did he do everything he was accused of? Do you know?
I think so.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Hell of a fixer. I smoothed over a lot of things for a lot of politicians, but money doesn't typically lie. Until a couple weeks ago, when out of the blue, a perfect individual came out with receipts explaining that he had been the one doing all of the things your father was accused of, and professed to the crime in its entirety.
Who?
Just some one-off politician, never even heard of him.
Do you know his name?
No one knew anything about him, really.
Well, we know that Vanth is mind-controlling people, so if they wanted to get my father to join... CEO?
Your father has a particular set of skills that would make him very lucrative to people who need help getting things to go away. Or, more specifically, smoothing things over. I'm told that, despite the early detonation of the carnival, he's already completely smoothed that over with the city before he was even released.
That sounds like father. Okay.
He'll get real red and say, when she asked if you could stay with me, I told her she should go fuck herself.
And Cass, lets out a little laugh before going and trying to go stoke again,
But I also told her she'll always have a place she can call home as long as I'm breathing.
Thank you.
I don't understand why he's taking over. I don't understand Mr. Heath was in perfect health, but whatever is happening, they have thoroughly blocked the sheriff's office from anything. And I don't think those credentials were fake at all. I do think that there's a government involvement, because every time I've tried to get answers, they haven't.
Right. Well, they're probably still working under the United Realms governmental power, even if the government doesn't know everything Vanth is doing, because they've had their association before, so makes sense they would have it again. Well, that doesn't stop what we need to do, which is save Aunt Celeste from being kidnapped under the tunnels. Right, we didn't tell you that part.
When he sees you try to scramble on and just move on, he's gonna reach out and grab you and bring you in for a hug.
Cass goes because she's surprised, and then she immediately stiffens up in the hug, and then slowly brings her arms around a little bit.
You're not responsible for your parents. You never were.
And I think she just kind of burrs her head into his chest and just starts squeezing.
He's gonna start to tear up. I always wanted Evie back. I didn't get much time with her, but I think everything was worth it. If I meant I got to spend time with you.
Oh my gosh. I think Cass is gonna stay in the embrace, but pull back enough to really look at him, really look. The kind of hard, piercing eyes that maybe remind him of her mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to insight check him.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is a full-on, do you actually mean the words that are coming out of your mouth? I have to look at you for this. That's a dirty 20.
He means every word.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, he's a sap.
For the first time, Cass's face kind of actually crumples as she starts to tear up, and she goes to hide back in and hide her face again.
He'll cover for you as you do that, and he'll kind of just look up to the room and say, I don't understand anything you've said since I got here, but what do you need?
We need to save her aunt, but more than
Celeste?
that,
Yes.
yeah,
The
she's
baddie won't. Sorry. The
Yes.
woman that calls us 5 times a week.
first of all gross. But
Maybe
why are
a
adults so
welcome
gross, you
call
guys?
here and there. She just wants to make sure you guys are still there, you know?
So anyways, she's been kidnapped by this evil big corporation people. See, I told you they were bad from the start. But anyways, we gotta rescue her, and we gotta rescue Vander because we found him and he's being tortured or something right now. I don't know. Also, if
Vander, the guy that went crazy like a decade ago?
he didn't go crazy by accident, these guys also fucked up his head.
They said that he was caught doing a lot of terrible stuff to kids.
Wouldn't they say that though if they didn't want him, out of the psych ward?
Was quite a stir. I especially think Celeste would know about that. Her son was one of the aforementioned that... Well, never mind. I shouldn't get into that.
And I'll pop back out a little bit and just... Nope. Tell us what's that, and more information we have is, the better prepared we are. What happened?
Far as I know, there was quite a few experiments that happened. They said, well, I don't believe them now. They denied any involvement with the United Realms, said that he was insane and was kidnapping children because he thought they had higher potential for whatever he was doing, and they found 3 children in the old Vander and Heath facility held against their will.
Pretty sure that was Heath, though. Heath has been doing a lot of evil exploration stuff that he shouldn't be.
Who were the 3 children?
I don't recall all of them. They were before I took the job, but I do recall there being a certain halfling boy. They don't really know what happened to him. When they showed up, he didn't look right. I don't even know what to say what happened to him.
Okay.
So anyway, you want to help us, kick their ass or something?
He'll very awkwardly grab his belt and kind of pull it up with this little revolver on it. Say, well, I guess if that's what we need to do, that's what we got to do.
Hell yeah, I'm driving. Madonna's gonna spin her keys around, toss them up, try to catch them.
A good point to bring up, thanks to Sienna, she actually researched a little bit into the forest and rolled very high on that and probably knows of an entryway.
Oh, yeah.
In the forest directly that you could go through. Is everyone in agreement as a group that we're going down?
I think we are, yeah?
Okay, any other questions for Mira, Rurik, or Ben while they are with you?
They're coming with us, right?
They are coming with you.
Do they know anything about the woods that they've heard through rumor? Anything we should know?
I mean, Mira and Rorik know about the tunnels, right?
Yeah, but dangers, are there any dangers that lie ahead before we get to the tunnel that the townsfolk may have heard in their kitty stories that are told?
So what they can maybe relate to you is that a lot of the ghost stories regarding the forest weren't really ghost stories. They were probably side effects of the experimentations that were occurring being right underneath the forest.
Speaking of, should we spin by the graveyard we stole all that shit from and return it? Do you guys think that'd be worth the time?
If it's on the way to one of the tunnels, sure.
Who knows, maybe my ghost friend will appear again.
Is it
Yeah,
on the way?
if you want to do that, you can.
You gotta put everything back, Sienna.
Even the femur?
Even the femur.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna be tall.
What the fuck?
I'll turn to Uncle Ben and go, do you want to see me do a little bit of magic?
He's uncomfortable, trying to be supportive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah?
Cool.
Do I?
So I'll take out the book and I'll flip through really quickly, and I will just be thinking, I need something that tells us if this is the right thing to do. And I will go ahead and cast a new spell I've gotten, ritually, and it takes 1 minute.
Okay.
I will cast Augury.
Okay.
So I receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. So I'm trying to see, is going to this graveyard going to help us, hinder us, or do nothing for us? If that's something I can
Is that
ask
the
you.
wording of the spell helps, hinder?
Oh, no. That was just something I was giving. The omens are good and bad, neither good nor bad. It gives you, let's see, you just receive an omen about the results of the course of action you're going to take.
Okay.
And the DM chooses the omen from the omens table. The spell doesn't account for circumstances, such as other spells, that might change the results.
You do this for 1 minute, and the omen that you see is for good.
Okay. Sweet. And I will say, for flavor's sake, her eyes glow and seem to, like the iris seems to spin a little bit like a wheel until it lands.
Oh.
Oh.
And then there's
Very cool.
little just kind of sparkles everywhere. She goes, yes, the graveyard is a good course of action.
I've seen a sugar rush before, but what was that?
What?
You arrive at the grave, and it is been kind of taped off, you guess, by Bernard at this point, because it looks like it was vandalized. Bernard will kind of lead the charge so it doesn't look out of place as you walk up. This is ultimately Sienna's course of action, though. What would Sienna do once she's here?
Can I, so obviously the townsfolk are used to my kooky aunt, so I have no shame. So can she kind of shout, I brought him back even though I didn't want to? And just not specify what they are, and maybe hopefully calling out.
Do you put them anywhere?
Can I just like Santa Claus slam them around with all of my might?
Yeah. Nothing seems to be happening for the group, but from one of the open graves. In a you hear a voice call out that says,
Everyone just like that.
Okay. And then she's just gonna walk towards the grave. Can she do a perception check and see if like there's a name on a tombstone, like towards that grave, or is it just?
yeah.
Okay.
You can. I'm not going to say you need to do a roll for this. There is a grave for a woman named Amber. As you look down in the grave, you see bones, but where the bones should be, a ghostly form is kind of conforming to that shape. As you notice that one hand is missing. The only thing that's missing from the set of bones for this particular one is a hand.
You look a little incomplete there. Let me help you out.
Says the person who stole it in the first.
Digs around in the bag of bones.
Pops
You
back into
find
place.
the
It's
hand
the wrong hand back.
that has the ring,
Okay.
and it seems like a good fit.
Okay. So I pop her back on. Good as new. Now, since I held up my end of the bargain, you had mentioned Vantha. You think I can ask you a few questions? Otherwise, I'm taking back my arm.
The
bro.
whole area surrounding you seems to go dark as
Not
she
this
looks up at you
again.
and says, "Thank you. I will help you. But you still must do what you promised me. You still must free us all from the horrors of the experimentations. There is a tunnel nearby. I will help you find it. There is someone else, though, that wants to speak." As a smaller halfling form seems to appear next to her in this graveyard, your mom, Laura, is looking at you.
All right, that's just a sick joke. That's a sick joke.
She will look at you and shake her head and say, "It's no joke.
Mom,
Hi, Sienna. I'm sorry we didn't make it to your 17th.
I still got
We
the
had
joy
such a good
box.
gift for you. My best work. A song that came to me from an equation I was doing in my work, funnily enough. Just worked so lovely as a song. Your father and I am sorry. I should never have accepted that contract work advance. We should never have been out on that road. We should have seen the people following us." She'll try to reach out an ethereal hand to you.
Okay. Sienna is just gonna like slowly reach out and try to feel warmth, but obviously there's nothing but a cold chill.
It is cold, but she looks at you and goes, "I never intended for you to stay with your aunt. She's not right. I want you to remember, though, that you need to feel. You can't stay a child that tries to forget the hard things. You can't stay a little girl that avoids the sorrow. Your aunt is not a bad person, but don't be like her.
I have so many questions, and it feels like you're about to leave me again.
It's time for me to go on. So long have I yearned to tell you this, and now I can. Happy birthday. And also, complete the work that I wasn't able to. My equation plays more of a factor in this than you realize. And I sense something else in you. Something otherworldly that also could use a reminder that remaining a child is not so." And she'll disappear as everything comes back into focus. And just before the other individual, Amber, disappears, she will point to behind the biker bar and say, "That way to the tunnel."
Did they see her? Did they get a glimpse of her? at
Nobody
all
saw
when
them
that
but you.
hit? Well, when it lit. Okay. Well, Sienna's a mess.
I think Madonna will walk up and like very roughly like put a hand on her shoulder, be like, "You okay, Sienna?"
What's going on?
Amber here. I saw my mom, and she told me that her equation, apparently her equation has to do something with what's going on in Vanth, and it's more significant, and Vander, he went too far, and we already know this, and you guys, we have to go that way. And can she just point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Take an inspiration for the roleplay. At any point over the next few sessions, or even this session, you want to talk to Junebug, you can. Let me know when and where. Is there anything else before we descend into the tunnel?
Just in case, I'll have Lux kind of sneak his way onto Uncle Ben and just hide out somewhere on him.
Yeah,
Just in case. Yeah.
Uncle Bernard's got like this trucker hat with the sheriff's emblem on it, and you see this little lizard without him noticing climbs up and just jumps on the bill of the hat, and it's just kind of hanging out on the bill of the hat as he's walking.
Yeah. Lux is there to help him in case he needs to make if Lux can help him in any way, he's there to help him.
Okay. Are we descending?
Let's do this shit.
Give me a group survival check as you are trying to explore a labyrinth of tunnels, and we're going to see how accurately or where we end up, depending on how accurately you roll.
Madonna got 14.
You said perception.
A survival.
Survival. Not the good.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, a 14, dirty 20.
It's an 8.
An 8.
7.
7. Okay. So it's pretty evenly split. I'm gonna let Mira be the deciding roll here.
Hell yeah.
She rolled a 17. You are walking through these tunnels. It's very dark. You come across a few different byways, but it seems like, at least in this portion of the tunnels, Mira actually kind of knows her way, and so does Rook, as they lead the way. And you stumble into a less industrial hallway in one particular area, and it starts to turn a little bit more sterile, but cleaner, more well-kept. There's some fluorescent lighting in this tunnel, and the first door that you go to is locked.
Can I kind of get a look at the door? Is this door like one that has like the hinges on the outside where I could possibly like knock pins out and take it off the wrong way?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, yeah. It seems like it's got these electric key cards to unlock the doors, and yeah, there are hinges though.
Hey guys, I saw this thing where you can take the pins out of those doors and then you open them the wrong way. You swing them inside out.
Your dad's gonna give you the help action. Go ahead and do this at advantage.
What kind of roll are you gonna?
So you're trying to knock it out. Let's do athletics or just straight strength.
3 sets of dice I have, all 3 are awful.
Okay.
Significantly better. You said athletics or what?
Or just straight strength.
Or straight strength. Let's see. Same though, either way. That's 16.
You tap both pins out, and with your dad's help.
Help action, right? So I should have rolled that twice.
Yeah, you can roll to see if you get any higher.
Oh, yeah, that's a 19.
19. Okay, with a 19, y'all barely make a sound as your dad's helping support the door as it starts to come off, and you pull it out. You walk into this room, and you see in chains several different people in this first room. As you see a rather famished looking Roxy, Agent Kipler, Agent Torque, Guy, and one more individual, the teacher, Tony, the green dragonborn that helped bring in Bernard. They are all in this room, strung up, as Agent Kipler looks up and he goes, "Finally, we're saved." And that's where we're going to end the session.